Go. Okay guys, hello everyone, it's Berserk40000 and today we are having a big open community table. It's our new tradition. It has been tested on my channel, but right now we have transferred it to the official one. So welcome to the stream everyone, and today we are having some great guests. We are having some very important persons to the community, great guys, some very powerful players, and just very smart guys. Let's say it. Let's resume my description of these guys, and I will introduce them to you in just a moment. Today we are having three people. We are having We are having three people with us. The fourth one will come eventually. Will eventually come in like 20 minutes or something like that, and we are waiting for him. So today we are having your good old Titanator that you remember from many topics in Facebook and the first community table. So yeah, chat, give applause to him. Yes. Okay, so we are having Ace McQuaid, a great community leader, a clan leader, and a great guy. Yes, you definitely know him too. Rootstrat, we are also having Rootstrat today with us. Very important player, very interesting and a very powerful fighter on the battlefield. I believe you don't want to meet him on the opposite side, on the red side of the of your match. So yeah, let's give chat give some applause to these guys. Yeah, hey. So right now I will ask our great gentlemen to introduce themselves. So we'll start with Rootstrat. Could you please give us some information about yourself? We will be glad to hear anything from you.
Do you mean just like a general lowdown of where I'm from, what I do, or what would you Dan specifically?
Everything, my general, everything. Okay.
My name's Corey Schlesner. You know, I switched to my personal account, so most community if you're in any of the community forums at Facebook. Painting contractor, I have 5 kids. You know, I started Rude about 5 months into the original iOS beta test. It's been a long road. The game is great. Back in the day when it was just iOS, all developers had over years. I mean, both Titanator and Ace have been around, since then, and they'll vouch for that. It's been an incredible build, an incredible long run with bot building, and it's been a pleasure to be able to build Root and able to keep up with some of the best SUIS for examples. And that's pretty much a short lowdown of me.
Yes, thank you very much. And some people say I personally hear you well, but some people in the chat say that you are hardly audible right now, and they don't hear something that you say. But okay, so firstly, thanks. For me it's better, but I heard you in the past. Let's wait for the chat to tell their feedback. So is it better, guys? Is it better? Yeah, hello everyone on the chat. And yeah, Strat, again, thank you very much. That was a very interesting and a very I've never thought you have 5 children, and like you are having your main clan right now in your family. Yeah. Yeah. For those of you who didn't participate in the last clan tournament or didn't watch it in the official channel of Battle of Titans, I don't know what were you doing that you neither participated nor watched it. Guys, what else could you do? But still, Root great clan had 3 squads. It's Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And the Ultra squad, the main squad, is like the family of threat. So yes, chat, give some applause to Corey. Thank you very much, Corey. Okay, okay. So Ace McQuaid, dear friend, please introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello everyone, Ace McQuaid. So you probably noticed from my accent I'm from New Zealand. But with that said, I've been playing for way back in the iOS closed beta stages. Yeah, that's about it for me. And member of Aurora.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, okay. So that was laconic, but still very interesting. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Titanator, you have already introduced yourself in the past stream, but please, I beg you to reintroduce yourself. Maybe something has changed in your biography. Maybe.
Hello everyone. I'm sure everybody wants to kind of get going. So I've been in since the beginning. I think Stratton also, Ace have been there pretty much beginning. And I'm probably the thorn in the side. Berserk has a poster of my name on a dartboard throws at her. I bring up some bad topics all the time, and more or less a negative sometimes, but it's the negative that needs to be fixed. So I think it's a great game, but we just have a few areas that just stumble over to make it a worldwide game and that everybody really wants. So that's about it for me today.
Yeah, thank you very much. To be honest, when you start talking with Titanator and you understand that the only bad thing in the corner that is awaiting you, yes, is the only bad thought you can have about him is that he isn't around and you don't see him for quite some time and you want to hear his feedback. Yes, and that is the only bad thing. Yes. Okay, guys. So welcome to the stream, everyone who have just joined. Today's topic, we of course will cover many topics today. It eventually comes to the thing that we are talking about everything, just literally everything. But the main topic for today is about AI issues, about how the system works, how it should work, and I would really want to hear your suggestions, honorable gentlemen that are talking with me today, to everyone in the chat, to honorable viewers. Yes, please, everyone, share your ideas, share your thoughts and feedback regarding the AI. And I have named the channel in Russian Discord dedicated to AI issues, Make AI Great Again. So this will be a big part of campaign to make AI great again, and I would really love to hear the thoughts of Ace McQuaid first. So Ace, could you please tell what do you think is good, what do you think is bad, and what do you suggest us to improve, implement, or delete in the system of AI? What is the best option for you? Please.
Yeah, I think everyone knows the main problem with AI is sorry guys. So basically Titanator, I would say he sums up the AI really, really well in what he says, and that it's not really being used how it should be.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, I just thought about many ideas. I actually read everything that you say in both of the chats, and I will tell you a secret. Sergey reads everything that you write in the chats in Russian and in English Discord regarding the AI. Maybe he was quite busy with the 2.1.1. Yes, but we have I have put some reports regarding AI, regarding what you say, and it's already not a secret that we will have a big stream with Sergey where we'll talk in Russian, but I will translate everything to English, or at least we'll try. Yes. Okay, and the big issue about the big issue to be addressed will be AI exactly. So, but I personally wanted to hear the thoughts of you three first, and to like concretize what are the main aspects of it to be covered, because some people state that it is really that is an option, a good option to just delete AI from the game just at all, that there wouldn't be any AI at all. Some people say that we need to fix something about like the problems that we fixed in 2.0.1 regarding the Cormorant flying on the maximum height, yes, and bots not aiming at him at it, and Nelly on some on mountains and stuff, yes, and I believe that that are the main groups, and even some people say that everything is all right about AIs and we don't need to fix anything and just leave it be like that. The only thing we needed to put into the changelog is the thing with Cormorant, with Nelly and stuff. So yes, thank you, Ace, for sharing your feedback. And some words like due to either my earphones or due to your microphone, I couldn't hear some words of you. Chat, was it? Did you hear everything from Ace McQuaid? I'm sorry. Could you just fix something, Ace, if you don't mind? Okay, Maximus Legion is up. Okay. No, joking.
Sorry, is that better?
joking. Okay, but probably it is going to be another veteran in our next community table, probably. But we'll discuss it with Strat afterwards, after the after today's talk. And by the way, Strat, if you are okay, could you please share your ideas on the AI? What are the main topics to?
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully
Okay.
everybody can hear me. I have my mic a little closer.
Thank you.
I mean, my personal quick opinion on
Mhm.
the AI, before I touch on some ideas some of my experienced players had, I think that the AI should be kept in. I don't think that the AI being as tough as they are is as much of a problem as some people make it. I think it adds to the skills of every player to face the AI. The AI on a high level. From new players to experienced players. I mean, when I find myself in a situation where it's me, I'm the only one left against, say, one live player and 4 AI, those last 2 minutes down to 30 seconds can be the most learning, even at this point, moments of the game for me. Some of the ideas my guys had was maybe to be able to, as a setting, to be able to scale the maximum percentage of AI allowed in any one game. So every writing settings, it means you could go from 1 to 3 or 6 AI per squad. Players with less AI would have a longer wait time.
Mm-hmm.
And players that chose more AI would maybe only have a 30-second wait time. it's one option because you can scale your AI right off the bat. So it just gives you some control over your settings of AI. I mean, if that made sense. I mean, another one is when we all jump into queue. Say it's 6 to 12. It's 6 randoms. Maybe as I don't know anything about developing games or anything, but maybe when it switch, when you drop, it could be say all 6 randoms against 6 AI. That would liven up games. That would it would maybe tighten everybody. I don't know. It would be kind of like what some clans are trying to do with mixed squads. I don't know if that could be something that could be incorporated into the game as an automatic setting. Let me see what else we got.
Hey, Berserk, I'm going to jump in real quick. Some of the guys are saying that you can maybe up the volume for all the guests because they're having trouble hearing all this.
Oh, that's strange because I actually have everything adjusted to the maximum level of the volume. It's for sure. I have checked it before before we started the stream. So it's the maximum level. Okay, so guys, okay, I see in the chat before we continue, before Strat continues, I see that Maximus has joined us and he asks to invite him to the conversation. And Maximus, we are waiting for you. So I hear you. I hear your Strat, and yes, that's actually that's a very interesting. That's a very interesting idea.
Okay.
Yes. So I will tell my thoughts after you all. You all share your opinions, and right now it's time for Titanator to share his feedback regarding this matter. Please.
That got me just as I was typing to the people. The AI, and like Strat says, a lot of this, I think, in my opinion, is a real big combination of factors happening. And part of that, the matching. The AI was fine if they were matched equally on each team. Now, when you get up around 1,500 cups, right, the AI just slaughters the player. And so that combination of 3,000, 4,000 point AI on one team and 1,000 on the other team is a complete unbalance there that's happening throughout the matchmaker, and it brought back to early on in the game. The matchmaker would take one player's hanger, which I was one of the first people to kind of max, so it would take my max hanger and put all that on the other team, and there was no chance for me to win because I was playing 4 or 5 my max hanger against me with one new guy on that team and that new guy's hanger on my team. Well, that's exactly what the AI is doing right now. It's unbalanced in that extreme setting farther you get up. Now, a lot of the new guys off the AI game, but they're getting EC from it, and it's not that bad early on. So there's a balance from different levels that need to kind of take place. And it's a combination of the matchmaking system, the AI abilities themselves. There's a lot of problems with them. They're shooting walls, they're shooting legs, which is AI. So that's kind of my quick aspect on it. There's a lot of posts can be done on the AI pages in the Russian chat and the English chat. They kind of just
points a lot of people have a lot of problem with AI, that we really need them kind of in there just playing the mediocre point and to fill for that spot when people quit and make a balance to the game overall.
Yeah, thank you. That was, as always, that was a very spread, but a very a very accurate report. Okay, so as we are waiting for Maximus Legion to join us, I believe, guys, by the way, it will be better. It will be better. Right now, the audio just will believe you will be able to hear everything right now from now on. Regarding the overall feedback that I hear, and of course I have my own opinions about in many cases they correspond with yours, but I believe that that what you'll see in 2.1.1, yes, it will be Sergey has already made some improvements to AI, not only regarding the Corm plus Nelly stuff, yes, not only regarding the very basic ones, and I have tried to play I believe something like 20 or 30 matches in the past 2 days, and the overall experience of mine on my cups, of course I'm not talking about the higher ones, was much better. And we'll just try it together with Ya right now. And I have Maximus, by the way, if you are hearing us, I have already invited you 5 times, and we are waiting just for you to tell your word. Yes, Maximus, so please please come join us. Okay, and I in my honest opinion, the best thing that we can do right now, we are already doing it, because these channels that we have established in the Discords and everything we hear from you, from the support mail and from the Facebook wiki and stuff, yes, it's very helpful. And Sergey just gets reports from Adam, my dear colleague Adam, from Jesse and me, and yes, he is by the way, he asked me to say hi to you all. I'm sorry, I have forgotten. Guys, I'm sorry. So Sergey Pavlov says hi to you all, and hopes you will enjoy 2.1.1. Yes. So I wanna yes, I wanna ask you right now to as we are waiting for Maximus to talk, could you please right now invite me to the game? Let's make a squad and let's play it together. Maybe some mercs from the chat will love to fight us. 3 veteran players and me. Berserk40000's. Yes. Yes. So I will try my new Henner, and we'll actually discuss while we are playing. We will discuss other topics, not only, as I already told you, not only regarding the AI, but I will have questions, and we also keep receiving some questions from the chat, and we will answer them shortly in just in several minutes. So yes, I'm already in the game and waiting for your invites. Could someone? Yes.
I have nobody on my list, so someone in the English side is going to have to probably invite me.
Hey, Titaner, you want to do it, man?
Yeah, I'm in as Titanator. And then also they're saying Discord is down, so I think that's the trouble Maximus is having getting in. It seems Discord has gone down, and we're lucky to be doing it.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so
really?
we are like The Last of Us. Yeah, we are playing right now. Yes, okay. So we were fortunate to get into this ship before it. Okay, I'm at the iceberg. Okay, okay. At least we can talk. We can talk right now. So yes, I see. But still for me, for several players who I have talked with before we started our conversation, it was quite alright. So yes, Maximus, please try to reinstall it right now.
Oops.
Yeah, we are talking on Discord. We just got in before it went down, and we're still in it.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe we are the only people who are here. Yes. Okay. So yes, hello to everyone in the chat. To those of you who we didn't say hello. Okay. So Titanator, would you kindly invite everyone to the squad?
I don't have anybody on my list. Trouble.
Okay. So it will
Hold
be,
on. I think I have everybody, my friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let me take a look.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I have-
Cairo says, yes, Discord is having some problems. Okay. Okay. So,
Why we're kind of on a standstill here, we have the questionnaire of questions. We want to go to Surge, get some answers.
yes,
you know,
right now I'm currently.
Is that going to be maybe a week, couple weeks? Yeah, time on that, and then I think we need to kind of all work together and get a set of questions and what answers we're looking for. Because if we say, well, what's happening with the AI, we're just going to hear, well, we're working on it, and nobody still knows anything about it.
Yes, that is why Sergey will come himself to this table. Yes, I don't know when exactly, but it will be probably next week, or yes, probably it will be next week. And we will talk about everything and AI exactly, because right now it's very it will be very funny if I start talking about the neural networks, about AI, about everything regarding the artificial intelligence, yes, even the general stuff. So but I would love the thing is that, okay, thank you by the way, Strat.
Yeah, hey, Titanator, I'm trying to find you, man. I thought you were.
Yeah, try doing a search. I'm in the game, so do a search for Titan. Pull me.
Yeah, I did, man.
And you're not finding me?
No. Like I said, I thought I had you in my friends, man.
Yeah, I don't have what I got here. I have hardly any of my friends because I was changing names around and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of refresh mine every once a month, but I usually keep you in there. Once in a while, I kick you.
Yeah, I got Lex and Pat, and that's
okay. While we are talking, I will try to find some questions from the chat, and probably some of you will answer them, or I will answer them. We'll see who will be addressed. Yes. So the audio questions, like right now, I believe they are all right, guys. Yes. And the question to me, will this be only like a radio, like a podcast? No, we will play in just several minutes. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We will put some action right here. Okay.
Yes, sorry, I'm having problems. Yes.
if you guys are dropping on the English, the American server, I'll just drop at the same time, and maybe we can end up all in the match, and then pull me from the next queue into a squad or something.
could you, as a matter of like of a personal request, could you rename yourself to something like that Strat could find right now?
I can change it to something.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up as Titan.
Yes. And while we are talking, I will keep asking the questions from the chat right now. I will be a Vox Populi. Okay. And the run right now. I'm a very bad Vox Populi because I don't hear the questions that weren't already asked. It's almost everything regarding the audio. So, right now,
I changed it to Nihilist. Nihilist. Try that.
Nilihist. I don't know why you're not showing up, man, but I've seen you run the name. That didn't show up either.
okay, so
What the heck?
let's have a question from my side then, as I didn't find right now. I have scrolled down half of the chat right now and haven't found anything we haven't addressed already. So the question from me will be like this then. So if
Yeah. I'm gonna invite you to friends right now, man.
There we go.
Okay. So as we are talking about AIs, what are the could you please remember some cases where AI was like maybe it was completely outrageous, maybe it was like very stupid, but these questions are like right now they have been addressed, and right now there will be maybe I can say that there will be no Tirpitz looking at this wall, yes, but probably there will be much less of these cases, and there will be like the extraordinary ones. But I would ask you to tell me. Okay, you have already launched the game. All right, I will open.
Everybody jump now.
I will open the
You want me to
video then. One second.
You want me to fill it up? I don't see Max. I look for Maximus on game. I don't see him in game.
Just go ahead and queue in, and then everybody else wants to jump in can try to get in at the same time, and you all end up in a match.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so Ace, I would like to ask you regarding what will be like. Okay, yeah. Right now, everyone can see the match. Yes, it's all right now. Yes, Ace, could you please share your like maybe the most interesting or the most stupid or the most funniest cases of AI playing on your team or against you?
So funny cases, it's just walking into walls just blindly straight at it. I just find that quite funny.
Ace,
Yep.
Someone is.
Yep.
Yes. Please try it again. There was like some extra noise in there.
Oh, yep. So my funny case was just like the Tirpitzes walking straight into walls and just standing there. You're shooting them; they're not trying to shoot back at you. Yeah, it happens a lot. That one.
That was actually an Easter egg from Sergey. The Tirpitzes, when they wanted to go to the walls, they tried to get to the portal to another map. No, I'm joking. And that is a very bad joke. I know, guys. I know that it is a very bad joke.
Hey, Maximus is on.
No, I'm here.
Well, I think the turret is a certain scenario. The newer players are kind of having trouble with the turpits. The older players want turpits because that's what we farm tea off. They're easy for us. The combination of things going on with the turpits. But there's definitely certain matches I've posted some pictures of that the AI just completely is dominating on one team versus the other team, and that's huge differences in scores, like 1,000 versus 4,000.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
That is
Hey, what's
something
going on,
that I
Max?
find even on my cups. So yes, the difference between the cups is something that is like one of the things that needs to be addressed first. Yes, of course. About the you have actually mentioned the like aiming at the specific parts of the Titan, and in most cases it's legs, right, guys? Ace, strats. Do you agree with Titanator about that the enemy bots are like aiming at your legs, or something? In your case, it's something like they want to get first. In your case, it's something different.
I agree with Titanator. You know, I think that recently the AI, since the latest update, I mean, they're packing more too. So when you get into that instance where the AI is so much stronger on one side, and then they're packing, I mean, it's pretty tough. Even with incredibly skilled pilots who've been playing a while, or the new guys who are just been playing mech games for a while and are just great. It's really tough to beat the AI when they're packing like that. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing for the experienced players, because it adds to our skill level. But it is about impossible when in a 4-man squad of great players and you can't beat 6 AI. It's like, whoa.
Okay. So what about you, Ace? In your is it in your case? Is it legs in your case, or or something else?
I don't believe the leg.
1 second. Hello, Ace.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hello. Sorry, Berserk.
You're like very involved in the game right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to chew gum and talk.
Yeah. Trying not to get shot in the legs.
Yes. Okay. I will shut in everything, to be honest. But that's because it's me. Okay. Yes. So Ace, please.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't quite catch all the question.
Titanator and Strat are talking that in their cases the main aim, yes, the main target of the enemy bots is your legs. In my case, unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I have a very specific account. Yes, I have a very specific. No, joking. I don't have a specific account. I wouldn't be in so low cups if I had a specific account, but still. And in my cases, it's like it's weapons that get wiped out first. In my case, maybe it's regarding the. It depends on the cups, probably. But I'm asking your opinion. So, is it legs or not? Okay, I will try to be laconic.
Legs. For me, it's mostly legs. I'm just wondering. I don't know how the AI works, but it almost seems like they almost know what your weak points are, and that's what they go for. But it's probably not true. But sometimes it feels like that.
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
And it is
when
like
you're
that,
if you
no,
lose
joking.
And you're a weak, and you've got a weak Titan, they'll start ignoring you and going for the stronger target. Because you can be in like in a shot and have one weapon off, and then they just ignore you. You can stand right in front of them and shoot them all you want, and they just ignore you.
Okay, thank you. And the next question I wanted to ask is very experienced players. Like, how did AI change from the times it was like beta, closed beta, alpha, and stuff? How did it change to these moments? What, in your case, what were the good changes? What weren't? What changes weren't good? And yes, do you have anything to share? Starting with you, Titanator. Let's remember the times when we were young in
Okay,
2017.
you're talking about changes right now with the new update.
With the latest update, yes, with the latest update, the first update that you come to the game with, and like the.
Okay, well, what I see a big change in the game is the meta. You know, there's a certain bots are always like kind of the best. Well, right now it's kind of changed to like a heavy APS armor and mags. And I basically am running, truthfully, I'm running 2 little bots, 2 Ravengers, and they're outperforming everything. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing so far, but we're looking at still a game a little bit buggy in a lot of ways, even though on iOS I'm not getting as much as those bugs. I'm seeing a strong point to this where I'm not sure how the Cormorant, the Nelly, and everything are going to kind of fit in. And I'm really waiting for this next patch to see if performance changes this any at all. Because the first appearance, thinking that's where the direction is going right now.
Okay, yes. In the end, by the way, it was like you had some echo. Yeah, by the way, GG, and of course, I'm the fourth. Oh, of course. Thank you guys for the game. Yes. By the way, Titanator, you had some kind of echo. So probably you are like right now. You have stopped singing for Metallica or AC/DC, and you stopped it for participating in community table. But could you please exit the concert hall right now? Okay.
Well,
okay. So
we're gonna have to see what comes with this new patch, because the Android players are kind of, I guess, for the main part of the ones are getting the underground Titans, and so you know, it's really up in the air a little bit still. What's happening? This next bug fix comes in and gives better options of what the optimization really is at. See where we gotta go from there. But I'm seeing right now Ravager kind of dominating, in my opinion.
I agree.
okay, and thank you. Strat, could you share your ideas about what changed in the AI exactly? What were the good changes that that occurred from the version you've stepped on the battlefield of Arctic, yes, and right to the to this one? So what were the good ones? What were the bad ones? And what do you think? Yes, just nostalgia time.
I agree. I agree with what was just said for the most part. But then, like I kind of said before, that they are certainly packing since the update, which does make them harder to kill. You know, they don't miss when they fire. And like we were saying before, I think, well, it's. I don't think the differences were huge, other than the grouping together since the last update. I mean, there have been so many changes to the AI since we all started playing. That is really the biggest that I've seen with this last update. Yeah, I guess that's all I really have on the AI.
Okay, so we will. I will ask Ace about this, about the same question, and afterwards we will read what's in the chat, WhatsApp chat, by the way, and we will continue with the any topics we want to discuss. I believe Strat had several interested topics to be addressed, and we will just cover them. So, Ace, dear Ace, please share your thoughts about the same question, by the way.
Noticeable changes in the AI. Yeah. Noticeable changes was the biggest change was getting rid of the copying of the hanger, really, for me. But then with that, I don't know. There could be a bit more variation in their choice of hanger, I think. Yeah, but I haven't really noticed. Not big changes, little changes, yeah. But that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't supposed to... Sorry, I mean, I thought you said that.
Go.
We weren't supposed to reiterate everything we had answered earlier on the AI, were we? I mean, because I thought we had already kind of discussed that. I didn't want to...
Yeah, but this is like... maybe you had something...
The new AI here.
Maybe you had something to add, and yeah, before we continue with other topics, I mean, so we could close this one for today. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. And the only question I will answer, yes. Today on today's stream I will answer no more questions. No, joking. the questions from AI channel and the like from you that I get in PM sometimes, quite more frequently than you may even believe. It is like when the Cormorant will be issued in the as the bot as the AI bot. I have already asked Sergey about this, and he will answer this one on his stream, so don't worry. So I believe if you guys have any questions about AIs, if you three honorable gentlemen have any questions about AIs, please ask them. Otherwise, we will come to other topics.
Well, I think one of the questions is like what just has been brought up. You aren't seeing a Nelly, we aren't seeing Corm, we aren't seeing certain other AI in different levels. Like lower levels is all Turpic, higher levels is all Ravager and Mayo, and that breakup makes a dominant some areas of not having a breakup actually.
Yes, and that will bring more variety, but it will happen, and it will happen. I don't know exactly when, and that will be the question that Sergey will surely answer. He already knows. He already knows that the question is very popular about the spiders and all of our zoo. Yes, about the bird and two spiders, and it will be like answered by him. Don't worry. Okay, so if there are no other questions, and I'm actually almost already dead. Of course, guys, of course. Who would? Yes, don't blame me. Actually, you can, but please don't. Okay. So, Strat,
yes.
What questions did you want to address first? You have several ones, as you've mentioned in your notes that you like are having.
Yeah, I guess I think that my question is, when will like clan systems and chat be incorporated into the game? Because I think personally that this will keep a lot of players around. Because it's kind of to always have to switch apps to organize everything is kind of a pain in the butt. And I think that maybe making that a priority over, say, a new mech, or a new weapon would be a lucrative decision. Because you think you'd incorporate, say, a gift mode, and when one's running the clan, it's great to have weekly competition. that, you know, the winners get gifted items. And I just think that not having it in chat is huge, and it's hurting the game.
Okay. Yes. Yes. That is a very understandable and a very important question, because the clan system will be implemented and will be implemented soon, but it will happen. It will happen after the mode that we are going to introduce, because to be honest, people are very as you tell it, as we understand it, even without you telling it to us, people like the idea of deathmatch, but people need something else to to change their strategies, to change their handlers for, because right now, as Titanator said, it is like the meta changed, and you, in your cases, guys, it's like you know what you are gonna take. You're gonna take some shunts, you're gonna take some revs, you're gonna take something like that that will be quick, and yes, there is, for example, in rare cases, you need to hold the point. Yes, when it's like if we have a reference to the clan tournament that we've had earlier, and the continuation of which we are going to see soon, because there are 2 squads of Root playing with Exiles, and of course the Asian server has asked the community managers from Asian server asked me to postpone the tournament in their region, because in February they will all be available, all of the players and all of the clans will be available, and we will see some massacre in there. But it's rarely that you guys, by the way, guys, GG, it's rarely that you use a strategy to hold the point. It's very rarely, because yes, it's like a very rare strategy. So if we introduce, for example, I'm not telling which one will be the next mode, I'm not telling right now, and everything I say right now isn't official. Titanator is already laughing, I know.
Yep. We're gonna put you in the corner, I can tell.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk with you when you finish your concert with AC/DC. Okay. Yeah. By the way, Stretz, you are having an echo too. I don't know which which rock band do you like the most, but probably you have some Vol tour right now too, as you are having some echo. And we are going to have clan system in 2 or 3 updates after the mode, I believe. Sergey said that it will be like the mode. Afterwards, there will be some, probably maybe a hotfix, maybe something slightly different from that, and afterwards, yes, the clan system, yeah, will be implemented. And yes, oh, by the way, I have changed the topic, and I haven't told you anything about the new modes, and right now Titanator is crying, you can hear it. Joking, just joking. By the way, I'm sorry I haven't introduced you to chat. I haven't introduced you to Maximus Legion. Right now he's playing with us. Unfortunately, he can't join us in Discord, but he's playing with us. Give some claps to him, please.
Berserker, I'm actually here.
Oh God! Okay, I got used to it as I'm one of the community managers. I already got used to heart attacks. I had dozens of these in 2018, But right now I have the first one in 2019. Nice. Okay. Thanks, Maximus. Joking. I had the first heart attack when we released 2.0.1. Okay. And we met some underground bots. Okay. So extra claps to Maximus Legion, to great friends,
Max.
to a great player, a great commentator, and yeah, say hi to him, chat. You have already done it in in the chat itself when Maximus was in chat, but give him another hi. So yeah, Maximus,
you forgot to mention he's second too.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Please repeat.
Echo. I said he's one heck of a gamer too. You forgot to mention that. I'm just giving him more props, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. We will continue developing our community tables, and I will put more. I believe the more times you will come more to the community table, the more interesting descriptions to you I will have. Titanator, after 20 streams, like, we will have a stream dedicated to introducing Titanator, exactly, and to Strat, to Ace McQuaid, yes.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, well, right now we want to know about this module is coming next. We're going to talk about.
Oh, okay, modules. Okay. So modules. What do you want to hear about modules?
Oh, I dropped the wrong body.
What? I'm sorry.
I'm talking to the game. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. That actually is okay. Okay. I'm not the one to judge here. Yes, I'm not the one to judge. Okay, so, and someone put some hammers, no, services to me, and of course it was Maximus Legion. Yes, so it was for Discord. Yes, a small revenge. You serve it cold, Maximus, I believe. You serve it cold. Okay, so about the modules. The only modules, unfortunately, I can tell you about, unfortunately, guys, I repeat, the only modules I can talk with you about is like the ones we've discussed already on the last stream. It's ammunition, and that's the only thing we've discussed, and it can be discussed. By the way, what do you Titanator has already shared his opinions about this one, but what about Strat? What about Ace McQuaid? What about Maximus? How do you like the idea of having, for example, an incinerate, like the might with incinerate manglers and stuff? What do you think about this? Ace? Okay, let's yeah, everyone was waiting for me to tell the name.
Me.
No, you're referring to being permanent? Is that what we're talking about?
No, not the permanent. You will be able to like like the ordinary modules, you know, they will work like the ordinary modules that you are having, like accelerators, like feeding gears on the weaponry, like the another category, if I can say it like this. I believe I will be right to name it another category of modules. So Ace.
Yep.
Okay. I hope I'm not repeating.
So you're talking about having like heat in your manglers and stuff. Is that right?
About the ammunition, about different types of
ammunition. Yeah. So you can run heat ammo and
not only manglers,
Yeah, but
yes.
Yeah, the
that'll change up what sort of armor and everything everyone's going to run, isn't it? So you could have one mangler APFS and one heat, so you're doing, you know, it just changes things up. It'll change. I can see it changing things quite a bit, actually. As in, you're not just going to have, you know, Ravs not running all APFS,
right?
Because everyone will just go to heat to counter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be fun. That will be fun.
Yeah.
Really. Okay.
I don't know if it's a good thing though.
Yeah. So I'm
To be
not
honest.
sure. Maybe it's better to ask Sergey about this because the concept is almost ready, but he didn't say it's like 100% ready. So it may be like the ammunition like that will. If, for example, it's an ammunition that will deal some damage, like armor piercing damage that will allow others to go through the armor better, like I don't know, some corrosive damage that will deal some damage like for the amount of time and stuff. If it's APFS HEAT for the modules that will work, the ammunition that will work against the specific type of armor, that is fun and very easy to implement and very easy to for players to use. But if there is another the ammunition with some different type of damage, what do you think, Ace? Will it work like this in this paradigm?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, concentrating.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No worries, no worries. It's only me who isn't concentrating because I'm
Yeah.
freaking playing with 4 pro players right now. It's me who can who can do La La Land on this desert map. Yeah.
Interpret skill.
Yeah, and actually I'm a Ryan Gosling because I'm no in the La La Land. Okay, yeah. Right now,
Sorry, guys.
no problem. I said no problem. Just okay. As you are concentrating, let's talk about this after with you after the match. Could Maximus provide his ideas about this?
Say it again, Berserker.
Okay. It's okay. It's only Berserk who isn't doing anything for the team. So he's talking a lot. Even the bot himself, he is walking
Nice game, Titan.
towards the enemies and doing something. But okay, yeah. So GG. So,
you can ask me games, or you can ask me questions during the next match. I'll answer. I'll take the match time talk. You guys can talk.
Yeah, but I'm afraid if we are two talking, who will play that? Will the guys be able to comprehend all of the bots? Of course they will be. Let's talk. Okay, Maximus. So what about you? What do you think about the not HEAT APFS based damage, yes, that you will put on your, for example, monglers, but like the type of damage exactly that will be corrosive damage, incendiary damage, and stuff like this?
Well, I think that it has to be something regulated. Like, it's not something that you should be able to have the capacity to explode it to your likes, because having an extra effect to your ammunition, I feel like you're just gonna cause that people kind of tend to just go for that type of ammunition instead of the regular APF or speed version. So we play Berserk40000's. You know that some bots or some units, they can inflict more damage against specific armors,
sure,
when they face a heavy armor bot, they inflict more damage. But in the case they battle against a light armor, they don't have the extra damage. So I feel like something that could be added is, for example, let's say my ammunition for the light armor and the medium armor for the corrosion might not be applied when you fight against a unit that has a heavy armor, then it has like an extra bonus of the corrosion. Something like that.
Okay, yes, yes, I heard everything you said, but something was like something was wrong with the echo, and I hope that guys from the chat heard everything. But okay, there are many and many players, yes, talking about the ammunition right now. So okay, yes, but it will be my personal opinion that in the case of the StarCraft, there were like armored and non-armored like units, but right now in our case it will be hard to distinguish between, like, they are all armored in our case. You can make a small reference to a Zerling if you are playing a Lil Sean, but that will be like just a small reference and nothing with the actual situation. So I believe your idea is quite similar to Ace idea. Okay. Okay.
Well, I think like the players are saying in the chat right now, there's one consideration that's going to matter on that. If we start using corrosive, a completely new setting, and we already have our bots set up for APFS and heat, and then it's costing us so much to remove those and rechange them, and that's going to be a drawback that players don't like, I think, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yep.
Okay, okay, I hear that, I hear that. Okay, about the, I want to ask about the types of damage you would love to hear, and I would love to hear the, like the, some very deep feedback from Strat on this matter, because he is the only one who hasn't told anything yet. So please, Strat, if you can share your thoughts about this matter, about this topic.
Well, I think there's ways to diversify without having to add like what's it said, without having to add like a corrosive or add something that's going to make players basically revamp their entire inventory. You know, like for example, we can make special ability weapons interchangeable. You know, say, even if you were to change up hard points and have to use, say, hard points that incorporate such system to get a Fulgur on a Nelly would be one example. You know what I mean? So if we were just, first off, to interchange our weapons a little bit, even the special ability weapons, that would add more diversity to our competitions. One of my guys said, you know, if we use a system where, say, you took 2 light hard points, you could then you could convert that to, say, a hammer on a Nelly. Say you had 2 light hard points on your Nelly, you can convert those to use a hammer on your Nelly weapon. I think there are a lot of choices to work with what's already in the game to make it a lot more enjoyable. I mean, and that the interchangeable heat APFS is huge too. I mean, it's just, I think right now it's important to go with what you have. I mean, a new map is pretty important, but I'm not going to go there yet. But I think that by keeping and working with what is your base at the moment, instead of trying to add all things and weapons and mechs, it would expedite the number of players that are playing, because the game is great, and I don't think you just need to keep adding stuff. It's just fix what is here, diversify what you have. I really think that the hard point and the 2 things that I mentioned would add a lot. Added to what others have mentioned. I'm probably missing a couple things that some of my members have said to me, some of our team. But those are like 2 main issues. Just being able to interchange weapons would be big.
I would add some note to this. for your information, guys, you already know it, but maybe from the someone from the chat doesn't know it. That the entire class, for 1 second, the entire class of medium weapons hasn't been introduced yet to the game. So I will tell you. I won't tell you. No. That's it. Okay. No.
What?
Okay. That was.
So what can't you tell us?
Okay. That was like there will be a lot of things to discuss in the means of weaponry and interchangeable weaponry, because when Sergey was asked. I will right now make a quote to him. Yes, when Sergey was asked what to put in the game and what content do we need to have, he said that if we are going to add anything in the game, it needs to be firstly, of course, it's we are trying our best to make it top-notch content, and okay, I'm dead, of course. Okay, and by the way, it needs to provide the idea of Sergey is it needs to provide some new experience, completely new experience, and completely new mechanics to the game. Yes, there will be to sharing a secret with you. There will probably be some new flying bots. There will probably be some, because the mechanic, if we improve it, if we make it more versatile, more efficient on the actual battlefield, it will be fun. And it will be not only fun, but also it will be very helpful in the means of support and stuff. So so in the case of changing the, for example, I would personally love to see Nelly with 2 hammers. Yeah, that would be fun, actually. That would be fun. Maybe in some hands, maybe in your hands, it will even play. It will even be playable. Yes, but in my case, it will be just fun. It will be, yes, something like this. But the idea is that we need to put some completely new mechanic that will, completely new titans that will like differ from the one that you are having right now, because the new titan, I personally saw him it in the in English you say it to everything. Yes, in the new titan, yes, you will definitely love it. From what you said today, from what you like keep saying in the chats, you will love it for sure. I know it. The ammunition, it will just add some variability. Ace has mentioned already to your hammers, to the hammers of the of your enemies, so you could do some not only APFS armor as I'm putting a reference twice to you right now. I feel like a Wikipedia and you are a very valuable source, Ace. Okay, so yes, so that is why we are going to have this this ammo edition, yes, but also we'll consider, I will personally speak with Sergey regarding the heart about the changing of different classes of weaponry. So I would love to, no, I wouldn't love to see a Sean with with one Sarisa. I don't know, even I don't want to play it, although I'm playing a very different stuff, as you see it from my streams, a very strange stuff and a very different stuff. Yes, and the guys are doing it. The guys are doing it, and we are having a victory in just several seconds. So yes, yes, What were we talking about? Okay. I was like talking for 2 hours. I don't remember. Where am I? Okay, no, joking. Okay, GG. What? I was talking and I managed to get the second place.
I know what to do now.
Guys, there is something wrong right now. No, probably the other guys aren't just playing, because the only way someone can get any of you can get less points than me is just to be AFK. Still, you in some cases, if Strat stays AFK, he will still get more points than I will. Okay. Probably it will be something like this. Okay, so about the next question. So, guys, do you have anything else to ask, to add, to, like, before we continue with the game? 1 second, please. I will change one of my titans while you are asking.
Guys, in my case, I'm gonna be keep listening. I'm gonna be keep on the Discord and listen to all of you. I'm talking to you, but I'm not gonna be playing anymore because I'm gonna be moving myself from to my apartment. So yeah, but I'm gonna be here. I'm still gonna be here.
Still, thank you for participating in the conversation and for staying with us. If I tell some nonsense, you pin me. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still staying in Discord. The only thing I'm not gonna be doing, the only thing I'm not gonna be doing is playing. But I'm gonna be in Discord.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, guys, are you ready for another one?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yep, I'm ready.
So,
Alright, so
do you
Max,
have any questions, suggestions, and something you wanted to discuss?
Nothing particular. No, not really.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't describe this new Titan tours, can you?
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
You can't describe this new Titan tours, what it looked like.
Okay. You know, I can be very like, I can describe something that you won't ever understand what I'm describing.
So it was going to be a little drone that a Turpet can use to...
Okay, I will give you several descriptions terms, yeah, descriptive terms. It will be stylish. Yes, it will be stylish. It will be elegant. Right now, I'm like selling you a Maybach right now. Yeah.
Again, like small drone.
Yeah. Okay, it will be stylish. It will be elegant, and it will be. No, this one will tell what it will be like. It will be deadly. Yes. Don't mind that I have told everything about Cormorant. The same. Okay. Probably the developer doesn't need to tell any jokes like that, but okay. Okay.
Well, there was one thing that Strat was saying earlier too, is like in squad. You know, like right now we're been playing in the squads and we're just really railroading these AI. And see, that's also another area that's kind of little messed up, I think, in my opinion, with the matching and making balanced even.
With matching, and what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last word.
Well, to matching balanced teams and squads, it's not balanced either. You know, I'll get sometimes one by myself, 4 or 5 players at squads against me, and it's a lot of times to get railroaded, but it's not balanced. You're in a squad, and similar problems that we're having, I think, with AI and the match system in a combination.
Okay. So about
and
this,
he brought that up about clans and having chat and all that systems coming in, but that's part of that system, I think, is what I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's my it's my own idea. It's not of the big yeah, exclamation mark, triple exclamation mark right now. It's not something that in the design document or anywhere else. It's my honest opinion, and I wanna hear something like the feedback from you all. I really enjoy the small pubs in the game where you can while when you enter the game you can just join the pub, for example, no cormorants, yes, and there will be yeah, someone will for example Strat will make a big chat where everyone will like find their teammates. Right now I'm trying to play, as you hear it. I can't pronounce words. I'm not Julius Caesar. Oh, okay, and right now I need to keep talking rather than playing.
I don't know.
Showed it to me. I saw the prophecy. The game showed that I should keep working community manager and not play this game. Yes, probably something.
Hey, that leaves me. Oh, never mind. We'll keep going.
Oh, I just got kicked out.
How did you?
Yeah,
That's-
lost my first spot.
Okay, I believe someone will do something about these guys on the opposite team, but it feels like I won't. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to. It's
Yeah. Before we continue with the with the topic of pubs and with the topic of like open chats where anyone would be able to join, and like the it won't always be related to, for example, clans. Yes, to teams. Yes, maybe there will be a big pub for 300 players of Asia or Europe or the USA, for example, that are currently present online, and you will be able to find a partner based on the cups or the preferences in the means of Hanner.
yeah. How incorporating like a battle royale, a mech battle royale? Kind of sounds like where you're going with that. You know what I mean?
Battle Royale.
Eventually, someone's gonna do it. Why not bot, right?
Actually, Battle Royale is a very fun mode, but I don't see the exact way how it can be implemented in the current situation. How it may be implemented in the game.
It was
so
just,
it
yeah.
will be like people choosing one of the titans, and for example, they will be able to heal themselves with some repair kits or small I don't know, refineries and stuff. But how people will, for example, I will choose a turpits, yes, and I will I will die before I I come to the safe circle, as it is called in PUBG and Fortnite. Okay, thank you very much, by the way. Who's on mic is that? I don't see it.
It was me.
Oh, Stride, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was beautiful, by the way. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't see that right now in the current situation.
Oh no,
What do you see?
I was just throwing it out for, like maybe next year. Just ideas, man.
No. I'm telling. I want to hear your opinion then. If you are having some battle royale thing in your mind.
What about something more along the lines of let's see, like a choice between different battle modes, not just maybe like one where you can scroll through all of your hangar, and you have different control points. ROS where for the 10 minutes it's about controlling that, and you can use anything in your hangar. not just your 6. You know,
You
maybe
know,
something.
Strat, you don't have to ask twice, and if you want me to screw your handlers, just give me 5 minutes and I will go to the admin panel. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's, you know, just
We don't
an idea.
have to wait for 2.2, for example. Yes. We don't have to wait for that.
Getting into the 3s, I know.
Yes. Chat, do you wanna have some fun this night? I can give you some. Okay, just joking. Or not. You will see it today. Anyways, okay. About the modes, yes. We currently have 2 modes in development. Like the one will be the first to be released. You will love it, guys. You will love it. Okay, it's one of the modes you've been asking for quite some time. You've asked for 3 of the modes, the most widespread questions from the players, so the most widespread requests. So it's one of these 3. Okay, as the guys doing the calculations in their heads right now and checking the Discord for everything you've said for 2 years, or for a year and a half. Yeah, let me ask the guys what are they playing right now, because they didn't say anything about their current handlers. Titanator, my good friend, please, can you describe your handler at least shortly?
Right now I'm in 2 Rav, 1 Sean, and 1 Might.
2 Rav, 1 Sean, 1 Might. Okay, gotcha. You don't wear beacons, as I understand it, yes?
No, I'm not. I haven't actually even pulled out the mic because I haven't got past about 2 bots. But
Okay. That's actually too bad. I would love to see your gameplay on this. But okay, probably I will ask you to do this next time. So, Strat.
if we play again, I'll go.
Huh? What? I'm sorry.
I said if we play another match, I'll bring a might out.
Oh, just for me. Oh, that's sweet.
I'll follow you around and climb on
No,
you.
really, I would love to. I would love to see that. Okay, so Ace, what about you?
Yes, I've got a Sean, a Might, MAO, and Rev in my hanger.
Okay,
At the moment.
what do you wear on your Might? GG, by the way.
Mags and Volga.
Mags, okay. And
Mangoes, sorry.
what are you wearing for your full gore? What do you have on your full gore? It feels like I'm investigating the crime and I'm trying to crack you. That you are currently playing 6 Sean's, yes, and you...
Yeah.
So what are you wearing? And what are you wearing on this? Give me a screenshot. Give me your photo right now. Is it you guys? No.
I go 2 different methods. I go generators maybe sometimes, so I get quick turnarounds, or I usually go full out distance. Pretty much only those 2.
As Ace is breaking his table, I couldn't hear Titanator. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was a secret.
Oh, you don't use this weapon against me. You can use full gore. You can use javelin, but this special weapon isn't released in our game. Secrets, no. No. Okay. By the way, to those of you who have just joined, hello. Okay. Okay, so Ace, please, let's finish with your full gore. What's on your full gore?
Volga, I've got 3 projectors and a amplifier.
Huh? I'm sorry?
Just 3 Surge amplifiers.
Uh-huh.
Yep, on the Volga. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I got you. Right now.
distance. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like to have
Thank you.
distance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, Stretch. Please, could you unveil the secret of your Henner, the place none of us has visited?
I was well, I'm running a Rav Might Sean. I was running 2 Ravs. I just brought in a Nelly for this match.
For this, you had like 2 mites, 2 reps, yes?
1 Might, 1 Rav, 1 Nelly, 1 Sean.
Oh, okay. That's actually interesting. Okay, so what's for Nelly? Because it's my favorite Titan in the game. I really love to hear that.
Yeah, actually, I just brought it in. I don't run Nelly. Mangler Nelly has certainly become a force, so I brought in a Mangler Nelly for this one. I prefer running it mostly light armors with 1 heavy. Manglers, I switch back and forth. I usually run a 2 and 2, either mostly reinforced or mostly feeders. The javelin I use 1 reinforced and 3 feeders. That's pretty much all around in my mechs.
Now, see, I do like quite an opposite of what you do actually on that. On my Nelly, I usually go heavy EFS, and then anglers with 3 mags or 2 mags, force.
Yeah, I was trying that, but I think that I found that if my 2 sets alternate, you know, I have my feeders going every, you know, pretty much constantly, and then on the other side I'm running the reinforced with a slower reload time. I have constant fire, but I don't know. I seem to be kicking it, but I don't. Like I said, Nelly hasn't been my go-to mech for a while. I kind of like, you know, quick compared to all the heavy armor, especially on the desert map, because you can kind of stay low. There's a lot of spots in the city area to stay low, and by moving quick, I can stay out of the way, or attempt to stay out of the way, depending on who I'm playing.
Yeah, and see, I think that's what's kind of brought the Nelly down a little bit, is the AI is really kind of kicking on it, especially when you're getting like 5 javelins at a time thrown at you.
Yeah. That's a melter.
Okay. What are your thoughts about tormentors that are like it's the last update when we changed tormentors. So what are your thoughts about them right now? What do you think? Did they go OP, or they are right now well balanced, or you wanna say, hey, that wasn't enough, give me more? Yeah. So Titanator, please. Stretch, was it you? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna exclude myself from that conversation because I have not run my Torm Nelly or the Torm Corm since the update. So I'm out on that one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you still with us, or do you want to right now to? No, I can't handle it anymore. I can't talk with you anymore right now because you want to talk about tormentors. That is it. Bye, guys. No.
I've ran some tormentors. I've run them also on my Nelly. I think what's changed a lot is that now that AI focus on elevation, like the Nelly or the Corm, that's changed how tormentors work, because you're not just sitting there last something not being touched. So it makes it a lot more difficult to use those. So it's hard to tell if it's actually going to be okay. I don't think they're OP because of that point. You can't just sit there on a top of a pier and shoot all game without being touched. You're starting to get hit now, so it makes it difficult more to use them than it has been before this update.
Yeah, I asked Sergey to leave them the weapon to just stay on the mountain and hit everyone, but he said, no, we won't do it this easy for you. Yeah, that was like our conversation with him. Okay, so thank you. What about you, Ace?
Yeah, I think if you go any more on them, they'll be a little bit OP. But yeah, definitely what Tyranator said is now that you can get more targeted, you've got to be a lot more careful using them. So yeah, I have to agree with what Tyranator just said about them. Yeah. But I mean, it's hard to tell at the moment. You really need full squads and to see how the meta's going to work out without AI to see how things are really going to pan out.
Exactly. I think I agree with that. You know, we need to see where it's going to go when we get these fixes.
Yeah.
So
recently, I've found a big difference between an AI grinding hanger to a full squad playing against humans hanger. It's different. You run a different hanger.
I just wanted to ask whether you have like suggestions on how to make it even better. In the case, maybe downgrade it, maybe upgrade it, maybe like, or leave it be like this, as it is, in the way it behaves right now, in the way it looks like right now in 2.0.1. Oh, 2.1.0. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think the Torment is fine as at the moment.
Yeah, I think it needs to be tested to find out first. And
yeah,
I agree.
A little bit more testing, but it doesn't seem too bad. Yep. It's definitely more usable now than what it was.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll keep testing and we'll keep reading your feedback on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's wonderful. By the way. Okay. So any suggestions about weapons strat? As you passed this turn, yes, not playing Monopoly, but the Titanopoly. Okay, so as you've passed this turn, so maybe there is a weapon, like a specific weapon that you want to change somehow, upgrade, downgrade, make different, maybe in some way.
You know, I wouldn't so much make them different. I just, like I said, maybe the ability to interchange the special weapon. You know, from heavy and lights. I think that, you know, a Fulgur on an elf would be a good thing. I think being able to bring, I mean, the jab on a might would be kind of weird, but you know what? It might be cool. It might work. It would diversify what we're working with. And the things that were covered earlier is on the weapons, being able to interchange the heat and the ATPFS. APTFS. That would be my only things to say on that. You know, I think maybe incorporating a shield or something in the future would be cool.
1 second up here. 1 second. Shield. What do you think?
So he said physical shield.
A physical shield. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. This was tested, and probably there will be one.
Okay, you know what? After this match, you guys, I got to check out. I got to go run to get a haircut. But I do. I've put off. But I think that I just wanted to touch on mention one other thing. I think that maybe with the ergonomics, the controller support should be addressed. I just wanted to throw that in there because I really have to check out. I mean, I do use a controller sometimes with different mechs. It's harder. The Rab, the Mawa, the mids are pretty tough. But I think that's something that should be looked into. I don't know. I just maybe changed the subject, but I didn't want to not bring that up because it was brought up by quite a few members in Rude that the controller setups need to be. You know, I think that if in the menu of the controllers you could adjust your controls, maybe switch the buttons, that would be awesome.
So Yeah, about this one. Before I I tell my word. What about you, gentlemen? How do you like the overall idea of controllers, or do you think it will make some difference between the players who use them and between the ones that don't? And yeah, just because I heard several, as a community manager, I need to hear all of the feedback, like the entire spectrum. And regarding the joysticks, the controllers, I heard from some players, I heard that it will bring some not versatility, but it will bring some difference, because with the triggers, with the physical joystick, it will be easier for you to shoot down, for example, one running might, for example. Yes. So
I think the only advantage it really gives is it adds more mobility to your body, to your turret. You can turn faster. It's easy to make a 360-degree turn on the controller than it is on, say, the iPhone 10 Max that I use. It's the way the configuration now is. It's pretty hard to use the sprint. The RAV is almost impossible to utilize to its full extent on a controller, because by holding the sprint, trying to fire at the same time, using four fingers to fire, and your right thumb to sprint and aim at the same time is pretty tough. I don't think that by fixing those issues in the controller, it would give me any more advantage other than the rapid turret movement over a player on, say, a phone.
I mean, I think the controllers definitely need to be fixed, where we can get computers all in, those devices working. The only thoughts I know, even myself, back in all the years of gaming, I used to use some of those controllers that you could program steps that would take a big jump on doing 3 steps to cast a weapon or something. You could do immediately by programming, and that's what needs, I think, to be kept avoided from happening. And like Strat just said, if you can do a 360 with a joystick on a computer, you need to be able to do that on your iPad or iPhone to keep balance and everything.
Hey guys, I have to go. I hate leaving early because I'm really enjoying this, man, but I really have to go. I have an appointment. And I'd really appreciate if I could be involved in more of these in the future.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much for coming.
Awesome.
In our case, we really enjoyed you talking and you sharing your thoughts. So thank you very much.
All right, thanks for all you do, man.
See you soon, my friend. See you soon.
Absolutely. Sweet. All right, bye.
But like Exalty said, I think the first key thing is getting fixed, see where things are.
So, about the controllers, there is actually at least two controllers that I know, without even talking to Strat. It's like it happened before that 2 players reported to me that the controllers it was Pokemon Bill who reported the case with some of the still serious controllers. I don't remember which model exactly, I'm sorry. And another case was with some, I don't remember how was this controller called. It was like either from Xiaomi or from something, from another Chinese company. I really don't remember this. But they were like working, and there were like only the problem. There was only one problem with this Chinese controller. There was problem with the Cormorant. The buttons of adjusting the flight height weren't working. So yes, by the way, you have kicked me from the squad and you decided to play it yourself as Ace. Decided to leave. You said, oh, okay, no beef, okay then. Guys?
Yeah, I'm in the squad now.
Yeah. Yeah, right now.
Yes, just with controllers, so I use a Mad Cat as well, but I don't use it all the time. At the moment, I do find it easier to play on using the screen controllers, purely from what Strat said with the sprint. You've got to hold down your sprint button, so you can't sprint, fire, and turn all at the same time. It's really hard to do. Yeah.
I personally think that okay.
And there's no on-screen display showing how much sprint you've got left, like your cooldown. It doesn't, like when you press sprint, it doesn't show that how much cooldown you've got, so you don't know when you've got new sprint to start up again. Yeah.
So I wanted to, as it is addressed already, and Zolty and you both have said about it, and we've covered some. Like, I'm not sure whether I want to tell it. No, I won't tell it. Just ask Sergey next time about PC version, okay?
Oh, you know you want to. Just tell it.
Yeah.
I make at least 2 persons happy right now. It's Titanate and Ace. It's that means if I got a dime every time I make some man happy, and yes, okay, no, I would be poor then. Okay, okay, so I personally think I have asked Sergey about implementing some some code to the game, and he will look into it. But I'm not sure which controllers and which companies, manufacturers will be supported by our game. But probably there will be several ones that will work this way. Yeah.
Well, another subject we haven't really talked about that we kind of talked about last time is, you know, that we got some real hiccups in the game right now, but then where's the advertising heading? Is that coming out then pretty soon after this update? Is that what you were saying last time?
I was saying that it will come right after 2.0.1 because it will fix bugs. But okay. We know the situation. So, but right now, as not 2, it was eventually 2.0.1, then it became 2.1.0, and right now the 2.1.1 is under the moderation. So yes, after this one comes to the market and everything is all right. Oh, yes, we will start doing some something for the advertisement. Right now, Jesse has already done some. I'm not really very familiar with Facebook. I'm sorry, guys, in advance. I'm not really familiar with Facebook, but he has already done something. He and Sergey has already done something regarding the how is it called? Right now the game is in the application of Facebook or something like that. Not in the game room, but I don't know how it is called in English. I just heard this from Sergey in Russian, and I'm not sure what term is used in English. And where are the bots right now? By the way, oh, they are all there. They have changed.
Yeah, in the last match I played the Might all game, so I'm back to the Rav this time.
Oh, you are with a,
Yeah.
you are with a Raf? Yes, I am sorry I didn't hear that. Uh, could you do
But
uh-huh.
um, for, I have one question. For example,
Sure, sure.
since we actually started the Hispanic Discord, and that's something that I personally experienced. That when you start this game, because of the complexity of it, a lot of people when they start a game seems that they're really, I mean, they feel really lost when they
Mm.
start the game. Um, and even though there might be some YouTubers and I myself created like 3 tutorials, and I'm also gonna be bringing more tutorials to the people, right? Um, what are the chances are to when the person download the game for the first time to introduce like an internal tutorial inside the game to actually teach that person that is brand new into the game how to equip your bots, what is actually the process to equip your bot, and how to battle. I mean, and the different factors of battles. Like, hey, you have to understand that you have to be able to be within certain meters of your opponent to detect your enemy, and different things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
when the person comes into the game, he will then have a more understanding to how to play the game, and then he won't feel so lost. Because I have literally seen people get frustrated and stressed at the very stage of the game because they don't understand the game at all. And some of them then they download the game, but then they just quit the game after a couple of weeks because they never understood it.
Okay, okay, that is actually a very important question to be addressed, and I have already spoken with several players and of course with my colleagues about this, and it will be I'm not sure whether the tutorials and stuff will be implemented in the current interface of the game. Of course, it's very far from the final version. It's very far, as Sergey has told me and told everyone, by the way, the version of UI UX of user interface and user experience correspondingly is very far from the from the final one. That the current thing that you see right now is like I'm not sure whether it is an appropriate term, but it's like a filler right now, and it's like there will be a lot of the changes coming, and tutorial will be the first one. I believe in the case of user interface, because we understand that according to the okay, I will try to. No, I won't kill this one. Okay, that yeah, everyone laughed because they already knew that I won't kill this one. Sure. Okay. Regarding the user interface, I believe there will be not only a tutorial, but there not only needs to be, but there will be like a training mode. I'm not sure how it will look like, because we've discussed several options, and I have at least 3 options in my head right now that will work okay. Each of them will work okay. But the tutorial, yes, it will be like the first thing to be changed in the current user interface. And when will it happen? I don't want to answer like Blizzard Entertainment always answers, but it will be soon. When soon? Soon. Yes. Yeah, and but yes, that is the main user interface case we are having. And
Okay,
about
so
the and another, by the way, thanks for pointing this out. The tutorial question. I believe that in the next, I'm not sure. Next week, I will start, like, with the help of the community members, of course. I will start making a very big tutorial for each of the titans present in the game. Right now it will be like everything we have, every piece of information that we have acquired so far, every role, every like interesting way to use either of weapons and stuff. So I will personal. No, that isn't happening. I can't be top one. Are you drinking, guys, right now? Are you drinking? Okay, Maximus is okay. No, joking.
He went quiet. He had to take pictures of that, right?
Yeah, everyone
no,
is quiet.
I mean, if you don't hear me for a period of time, it's because I lost a little bit of my connection. But I was actually laughing when you say that.
When you said everything, I believe, because everything that I say looked like a joke. Okay, okay. Okay.
I think the tutorial thing is very important, but I think it needs to be set up where people understand. Like a lot of the newest players I brought in and asked them just straight out without telling them anything, how to play or anything. They had a lot of the same problems. Like they couldn't understand where they were getting shot from, and it wasn't fun because they were getting overwhelmed too early on in their realm. And I think there should be maybe even a starter level at some point, so these guys get hooked on the game, understanding and playing even matches at first instead of just getting overwhelmed too fast. And even a tutorial says, well, you only can shoot this 200, this only 500. People don't get that until they experience it or kind of see it even on a video tutorial that maybe they look at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, when I'm in tutorial, I mean that. I mean, like, people to be able to jump into the game and actually have that like practice mode,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be able to experience firsthand.
Of course.
And like the AI won't be. I mean, even if it's just for 1 or 2 matches, the AI should like give the player like a handicap. So so the player can feel like the enjoyment of it, and then after that, then you start like probably leveling up the difficult the power of the AI. So then he start getting more and more and more experience. But at the very beginning, that player should be able to have the opportunity to have that practice mode. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, the person needs to like to have a tour on the Henner. Yes, as you already said it, and even the tour in the Henner should must be even more like the top one question right now, and it will require less implementation hours. Yeah, so just guys, please remember that this one will be is the main question of the UI UX up here, so don't you worry about this. And please, 1 second, guys, I'm sorry, I will talk to chat for quite a while. Dear guys, I really appreciate all of the feedback, and you need to share your opinions on everything regarding the game. It doesn't matter whether it is positive and negative one. By the way, negative ones are even better because that is how we evolve. Yes, but please don't put the emotions on other players. yeah, put them on the project, on me if you want to. Yeah, but
and that's
please
something
don't put it on
that-
another players, because what I see in the chat is
Yeah.
starting to get starts to get out of control, and I don't really see the background for. I know about every like piece of quarrel you are having, yes, but personally, I think that it is time right now to put that all aside and right now talk about the game itself. There is no like there are no clans, no teams right now. Right now during our streams there is one big community, and that's it. So please put your like insults and everything aside right now for at least a stream. Yes, I'm asking you to put these quarrels and everything aside while you are playing, while you are talking in Discord, because there are so many good things to do instead of hitting each other. But please, at least for the stream, okay?
Well, and they do have a comment
Okay,
there
yeah,
on
Titan 80, I'm sorry.
They have a comment on the advertising. I was going to bring up that, you know, the official Facebook is one thing, but there's like several unofficial ones and things that are those areas going to be hit as well by Jesse and things, is I think where some of these questions started all this off.
Yeah, about the see that? Oh, no. Definitely check it out. You know, guys, hello.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap. Well, I made it. Oh. When I try to be like when I have some inspiration to say something very important, my Discord okay. But okay, to summarize, yes, the to summarize everything we've said, yes, the tutorials and tours are coming, answering to Maximus and to you, Titanator. Regarding the advertisement, let's wait for 2.1.1 and check how good it is, because you know we've never planned this to happen, like the underground bots. Probably some players believe that it was after the last stream we've talked, and yeah, about this old movie we've mentioned, yeah, and that was the reference.
I know they wanted to implement my idea. I know that.
Yeah. And by the way, I saw you telling everyone that it was you. It was your idea. Okay. Just joking. Okay.
Well,
so,
like you were saying in the community, you know, I mean, a lot of chatter now about who got banned or different, but that really doesn't matter. It's getting the message out to everyone when things get straightened out, and getting the things straightened out that needs to be straightened out. But, you know, then when that advertising comes, it's not going to have to be just Facebook. It's got to be kind of hitting a little everywhere, Twitter and all the Facebook pages and things, is what kind of my opinion was on that.
I actually wanted to dedicate one stream. I'm not sure whether it is appropriate or not. You will tell me. You and the guys in the chat will tell me whether it is appropriate or not. But I wanted to ask you guys about the advertisement. What you think will be the best possible option to advertise the game, because we already have made like how is it called, a marketing plan, yes, and we know I know exactly which platforms and which I don't know groups, people and stuff I'm going to address while I'm talking about Russian community, yes. Jesse knows about English speaking community, yes. But maybe you, as I always tell it, you are one of the devs. So, and all of us get inspiration from you. We all get inspiration from you. So, it would be really interesting for me exactly to hear your feedback, to hear your suggestions about the advertisements. But I'm not sure whether it is like okay to make a stream dedicated to advertisements. It would be. I'm not sure that it will be fun.
Well, I think the
And,
advertising
right now, several marketers left the stream. As I said. Okay, I see 5 people from our community are marketers. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. And probably deleted the game. Okay.
And people are starting to give ideas there and things, but you know, I don't know what the exact plan is. Really have no idea because you know, Jesse, nobody's really said much on that. But you know, getting the game set to go, then getting everybody hooked is the key thing there. And sometimes it may not be the EC price. It's like we just had 2 times drop that caused a bunch of conflict. A lot of people didn't know what was happening, what was going on, but something that would bring people really in the game to check it out, what it needs, and a boost for the new players or something. But you know, I'm only just winging some ideas, but haven't thought that deep on it because that wasn't my area of expertise.
Okay. So, Ace, Maximus, do you have something on your minds? I'm sorry.
We're in a match.
Huh?
Sorry.
I think with the advertising, the biggest thing is you got to have the game in a state where people are going to be wanting to stay. There's not much point in advertising if people are just going to come in and go, oh, don't like it, and go.
Right.
So that's the whole tutorial thing, getting them, like you say, getting them hooked, getting them stayed.
Okay, and I can tell you that, for example, there will be like the complete tour, or even just the tour through the hangar without coming to the battlefield. But what if we put, for example, just a matter of example, right? But what if we put like a tutorial, like a YouTube player put into the game, for example, just as a matter of an example? What do you think about this?
I think that's a good idea. Tutorial of showing the general good play. You know, if done well, you know, it has to be someone that does it well, and set that up of what it's about and things. But like Ace just said, you know, it needs to be a balanced area where people are going to want to stay and not say, "Oh man, I just got wiped out. This was no fun." You need to get that little step there for the initial guys coming in that say, "Okay, hey, this is fun. I'm going to work at this," you know, and that's what's kind of seems to be missing from what I got from other people's kind of just first views kind of idea. And that tutorial can be part of that, setting it up to give people an idea. And I always thought there should be a training area, you know, maybe a first little area, training area could get set up.
But about the training area, as I said, I can't tell you that it might be implemented or not in the nearest time possible, and probably it can't be implemented because in the priority the new mode is much more, I mean the new mode for the common play, not for the training, yes, is in much more priority right now. So with
permanent items, I think a training area is almost a must, because then that'll give people a chance to test this and test that, where they're not stuck with it. And especially if we start talking about maybe using different things like corrosive weapon stuff.
Yes, okay. So let's do it like this. As I can't be responsible for the code, and I can't be responsible for UI UX. What about we do the following? Next week, I and several players that I will ask from the community, including you, famous gentlemen that are talking right now with me, we will make at least one guide that will cover everything, and I will ask Sergey and Elisa to whether it is possible to put at least a YouTube player in there, and so we could do something like this. I wanna do something, but I can't do a polygon mode for the game, unfortunately. But this way I will be able to put some tutorial you are talking about. Just need the consultations from you, I mean, on the matter of builds and stuff, because you're very experienced people, and that will be very important for me to make it a poll, you know, to know for sure which builds will be more interesting and will be more easy to use for the new players. Okay, so how do you like this idea?
I think that's a good step. You can, fine. I don't know if you want to get, I don't want to start throwing names out who you want to buy it or anything like that. But a good YouTuber would, and sorry, getting blasted, but a good YouTuber could set that up pretty well. I think, like Ace had done, he set up some of those before, showing, kind of the first starts and things like that.
I'm afraid to ask what you are doing. And I'm not sure I want to know what you are doing right now.
I'm getting just slaughtered. That's why I kind of lost my
okay. Okay.
Standing in purpose blasting me.
Okay. Okay. At
Well,
least.
As my opinion, well, I do like the idea. I'm not gonna lie that I mean I actually like the idea a lot. I hear my voice. I do like the idea. I believe that probably having somebody to actually make a third video will be great. Now, the problem is, and that's actually my question right now. In the case of because normally these videos will be in English. I mean that's one of the things. But then you have to remember that the community is not only based on English community people, but you got Russian people, you got Korean people, you got Chinese people, you got Spanish people. So in that case, I understand that. How about instead of having one person making the whole video and everything, how about a collaboration of a good amount of people making that video, but then each person is responsible to then explain the video in their native language.
That's a very good idea, and actually there is no problem. That is actually a very that will be easy to implement. I mean, the localizations and stuff, it will be really easy, and there will be people responsible for the talking in English, in Russian, in Spanish, in Korean, in Chinese, etc., 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 etc. The only question that arises right now, I repeat, the only one, is how to implement it in the code and whether it can be implemented right now. Because I can find time to get this video editing, to get this voice maybe acting, okay, and to do this. at least to spend a lot of time and to get this done. But I'm not sure on the case of UI UX whether it can be implemented in the next update, for example. Just the YouTube player store put in some I don't know, in one corner. Do we have a clown in there? Okay.
Well, and see, there's people like Pokemon Bill right now is volunteering, trying to make a tutorial that can be voiced over and things. And you know, a lot of people have volunteered to do these things. Can, you know, get this set up for initial view of people to come in. I mean, we all know a lot of our refugees are coming from WR, so they're familiar with this type of gameplay, but they're not familiar with how the aim and some of this works, which is quite different from that. And I actually like it way better, but you got to get used to it. If you're not used to it, your first impression is, oh, this kind of sucks. I have to do this, can't do it like I'm used to.
Yeah, that's an understandable thing. Okay, then it will be like this. Okay. Then you have my word, and that means that you will have no free time for your families next week, gentlemen. Not feeling happy, I believe, right now. Just joking. It won't take much time from you. It will take all the time from me, but I will be able to do this. Yes, and guys, I'm sorry to ask this. I'm really sorry to ask this, but what? I don't mean. I mean, are you trying to get me to the top of the match by not shooting to enemies? Because I really can't understand the option in which I am the first place in the match.
We secretly voted before the match to get your cups up there with the rest of them.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Okay. The secret voting mechanic that Sergey implemented just for Titan Ace and Maximus Legion. Okay. Although Maximus Legion isn't present in the match, but still he can vote through the bots. Yes. Yeah. You loved the idea, I believe, and yes. Okay. So I believe yes, to everyone on the chat who say hello and sub. Yes. I believe that will be the time for us to depart. I want to thank all of the fabulous, all of the handsome, all of the gentlemen, yes, that participated in the conversation with us today, with me today. It's Titanator, it's Rootstrat, it's Ace McQuaid, and it's of course Rude Maximus Legion. Thank to all of you guys. You did a lot of great job. We did a lot of great talking, and that was really fantastic to spend time with you guys. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone on the chat for coming. Yeah, it feels like I'm not letting you tell any word. Yes, but so I will let you tell just one word for all of you three. No, joking. Joking.
Well, I enjoyed being here, so you know, it brings out a lot of these things, and hopefully we're all looking forward to see how this fix comes. You were hoping yesterday it would come, so hopefully today or next day soon it will arrive, and we can see where really this new patch sits.
Yeah, we will spend time with Sergey describing everything and answering your questions. So please, if you haven't, if you want to ask developers, you should go to Discord. There are channels dedicated to Ask the Devs, and in English yes, it's Ask the Devs, yes, and in Russian it's How to Corner, yes, and you can ask me or Sergey about everything regarding the development and stuff. Yes. Okay, so thank you.
Oh, it looks like
what about others?
You've been seeing the chat. They're talking about you not having, and I see you only have 27 million, and I think last week you had about 400 million. Boy, you've been busy.
Yeah, I did several. Yeah, I was in Miami, by the way. I spent my 300 millions in Miami. Yes. It's, you don't know this Miami. It's Miami on Mars. Yes. It feels like I'm losing my mind because of the long stream, and it actually is. So yeah, but in the case of actually, to be honest, I spent 400, even more, 500 million ECs on several hackers that I tested for the for the quality assurance when I played in 2.1.0. There were several issues with Cormorant. There were several issues with MAO, so they needed to be checked out, and that is why I spent all of the money on the Titans. Yes, and the particular upgrades. Yeah. So about others, dear gentlemen, what do you, I believe Ace didn't say a word. Not
yeah. Yeah, thanks for the invite on stream, Berserk. Great. I think you've got a really good game going here, and we just need to fine tune it, and it'll be primo. Be good. But
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. It's great.
Yeah, thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thanks for coming. Yes. So Maximus, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. In my case, I also appreciate this is the second time that I have this opportunity, and I actually appreciate it a lot. Um, Plus, I'm very happy to also be able to represent Hispanic people. So yeah, then again, I really appreciate um, that opportunity that you actually give me, and I said the same thing as Ace. I believe this game is wonderful. They just need to get some tuning into this game, just a couple of them, and I mean, I'm sure it will be the new generation of mesh battle, um, and it definitely will go a long way. I'm pretty sure it will definitely go a long way. So it's just a matter of keep growing the community the way that we're doing it right now. It's a wonderful community. Yeah, and each day more and more people keep joining, and I love it. So I hope it stays like that forever. and and I definitely think that open tables like this are needed, at least maybe once a month or every 2 months, or every two or twice a month, because it's great because people will feel um, more involved with the game, and I think that's one of the things that makes this game also very great. You know, the involvement that the developers get into the player base.
Thank you. That was wonderful, and each of you, each of you are going to Miami with 300 million ECs. No, unfortunately, EC isn't converted backwards. So thank you very much for everything you do, guys. Thank you, chat. Thank you to all of the viewers. That was really fun to talk with y'all. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. We'll see you in 2 weeks on the community table, and there will be streams on this channel and my personal channel, and on the channel of the guys that I will put in the description. So you should definitely check them out. See you on the battlefields, guys, as always, and stay safe.